Good morning everyone, happy Friday. That's right, it's Friday. We are here with our last show of the day, of the week, sorry. And what an amazing week it's been. It's been Members Week. Members Week means so many things, and I'm going to tell you in just a moment. But first of all, let's introduce you to today's guest. My name is Natalie, and I'm going to be the host for this hour. Emily and Gemma are running everything over in the station. It's kind of like a spaceship over there. And then over in the demonstration station, and I know today is going to be some epic demonstrations. It's Cat Hollis.
Good morning.
Hi, Cat.
Hi.
I didn't think I was going to get here.
No.
I got stuck in traffic this morning.
I know.
So I didn't think I was going to get here, and I was a little bit sad about that because this is an epic show.
It is. We love these shows, don't we?
I can't even describe.
I've been waiting for these for so long. They are so useful. You're going to use them across
all the time.
All your crafting. They're just another essential that you need to add to your hunky-dory kit.
And not just if you are into this type of medium.
No.
But you can use these with your toppers.
Yep.
You can use them with die cutting as well.
Yes.
And you can use them, because they are stamps, with your stamping.
Yeah.
It's just the best set ever. So let's get into it. Like I said before, it is Members Week. Members Week means so many things. Number one, double discount across the whole week, across the whole website. Number two, we've got unbelievable deals, including improved multi-buys and extra special offers. And number three, for every single order you place this week, you are going to receive one of these beautiful Bells decollage topper sheets. Now this is absolutely stunning, foiled and die cut, so you just need to pop it out, add it onto your cards, a little added extra, completely free, just for being a member. If you're not a member, if this is the first time you've watched us and you're thinking, what is she going on about? We'll have a look on our website. It's hunkydorycrafts.co.uk. Go to the top where it says login. If you're not a member, create an account and you instantly get 5% off all year round on everything that is on our website. But on weeks like this, when it's Members Week, you're going to receive double discount, which means 10% off on absolutely everything, which I absolutely love. So go ahead, have a look, because with so many good things on there. So before we get into today's show, let's have a look, our last chance at our Win It Weekly. And it is a good one this week because it's double discount, it's Members Week. We've doubled our Win It Weekly. There are going to be 10 winners. 10 winners of an incredible prize. The prize that these 10 people are going to receive today is this fantastic collection of Diamond Sparkle Shimmer card. Now this is a dream for anyone who loves anything in glitter. There's so many amazing colours in here. You've got your classic golds, you've got pinks. Look at this. Look at that. It's like rose gold.
Beautiful.
You've got an absolutely beautiful, for anyone who knows me, orange colour in here.
I used that one the other day.
Stunning. We've got beautiful pinks, purples, every single shade, every single tone of colour you're going to receive in this. A 50 sheet pack of shimmer card. The answer you need to, the question you need to answer, and if you haven't already, you've still got time to do it. You need to like, share and comment. How many pom-poms are in this jar? How many pom-poms are in this jar? A, 229, B, 186, 324. So get your answers in.
Like, counting them out live at the end.
Do you know my maths skills, Catherine? Do you know I am a terrible mathematician? No, you're not, because it'll take probably another week. How many pom-poms are in this jar? Like, share and comment. It has already been counted, and more than once, I think, as well. So we will give you the answer to that in around about half an hour. Another thing to let you know about as well is we have an incredible we have an incredible die, which is an incredible price. So if you loved our iris folding, we showed you this on Tuesday's show. This is now £4.99. So what you get here is the aperture die, this amazing die, and you get the, inside the sheet, you get the instructions on how to iris fold it, and then it can create you some beautiful cards. You can mix and match it with everything, but it's now £4.99. I wanted to tell you this before we get into anything because I don't want people to miss out on this because it is such a good deal. The price is going to go back up after this week, so if you want it, then you need to get it right now. Okay, let's get into it because this show is so good. First product we're going to show you is For the Love of Stamps Essential Sentiment Collection. Here they are. You are going to get so many stamps in here. There are 10 sets in total for you to choose from. They're normally £4.99, but for this week only, you can buy them for £4.49 each. Or you can shop for any two for £8, or we have an incredible multi-buy. With your double discount, you're going to get this for $37.32, and you can see here what me and Kat were talking about. These are essentials you're going to use time and time again. Let's show you them all individually so you can see the sizings of them properly. So they are A7 in size, and each die includes, I would say, on average 2. So this one here, you've got some beautiful, really nice big sentiments on here. Home sweet home, welcome to your new home. Then we've got with sympathy, thinking of you. We've got you did it, yay, good luck. You've got from your neighbour to my neighbour. I think this one's really nice. We never think about how many times you send cards to neighbours.
No, absolutely.
So for Christmas time, all those special occasions, birthdays and things like that, it's so nice to personalise your cards. We've got happy birthday and birthday wishes. Mr. and Mrs. and congratulations on your wedding day. We've got you've got a new job, happy retirement. I love the typography in these as well. Happy anniversary, you're engaged, with the super cute love hearts on there. Just a note and get well soon. And these might look like small stamps because they are A7 in size, but they are really quite big.
They are amazing.
They are the perfect size to combine with anything, whether you're wanting to use these as sentiments, whether you're wanting to use them as focal points, or whether you're wanting to make backgrounds from these. On your special day and blessings, so think about christenings for this one, that's going to be perfect. Easter, any time where you want to add that little religious touch, that's a great one for you. Best wishes and congratulations. Then we've got to someone special and just for you. Look at that text. So, so nice. And then this one is perfect. People, I know that this one might go really quite quick. Welcome baby. Then you've got boy, girl, so you can combine them. We've also added twins in here. We've not missed that one out, which I think is really nice because we've got it across the whole board there. So that is your first collection, the Essential Sentiments collection. 10 sets in total. Then, to go with your sentiments, we're going to bring you an Essential Elements collection. So in here, you're going to get 13 different sets to choose from. Are they all on here? Are they all on here? Have we switched this around? I think this is the wrong way around, Emily. Or am I reading it wrong? I think we've got 10 sets on here.
Yeah.
The sentiments are 13 sets, sorry. So this one, let's... Yes. So this one here, yeah. Sorry, I'm reading it. I'm reading the card that Emily's prepared, and now I've realised that it's all wrong. I'm like, have I said the price right? But I have said the price right. This one you're going to get 10 sets, so 10 elements in here, and you can see how they're going to work with your sentiments already. So again, they're now £4.49 each this week, or you can shop any two for £8, or the incredible bundle price for this one. Comes under £30 with your double discount, £28.71 for all 10 of these stamp sets. So you're going to get 10 elements in here, and we'll run through these ones again because I love that you can see them all up close and you can see the detail in this one. These are perfect. This one, new home, new job, anything like that you're going to be able to use it for. Maybe teacher cards as well.
Yeah, that would
You'll be able
fabulous,
to use it for
yeah.
the teacher cards. We've got the 4-leaf clover, so St. Patrick Day's coming up. Maybe you want to celebrate that with your friends and family, or just to say good luck. Then we have the Holy Cross, which is, again, perfect for Easter, perfect for sympathy cards. Think about Christmas as well. That little floral wreath there, you can change that up for any type of season. Then we've got the Presents in Confetti. This one is a really, really fun one, coloured in so many different colours. Maybe decoupage it up as well. Think about heating and embossing these. They're going to look beautiful. This feather is perfect for that. This is one of my favourites. Look at this one. Just Married, and it's the car. It's the car. It's got the Just Married number plate. It's got the cans on the back. Super, super cute. Then we've got Home Sweet Home, another favourite of mine. Absolutely love this one, and the team have done an incredible job with some of the cards they've made with that. Baby Stork there. We have the stork and the little clouds. Think about building up your backgrounds, having your stork in front of them, getting your masking sheets in here, layering them up. Another really fun one is your champagne glasses there. So anniversaries, birthdays, celebrations, anything under that type of the thing. And then finally, get well soon. So you've got the box of tissues and my favourite, the little plaster.
We've had so much fun with that one, haven't we?
So universal. Makes some great cards. So these Essential Elements collections, it contains 10 in total, and you're going to get them for £28.71. So two absolutely fantastic bundles there. And don't forget, you can sort of like cross-pollinate your purchases today. So if you want a couple of the sentiments, you want a couple of the embellishments, you're able to do that on our multi-buy where you can get any two for £8. So if that's something you want to do, you just want to pick a mix from each of those collections, then think about doing it that way. But if you want them all, and I promise you, especially those sentiments, they are going to be so useful for so many things, then those bundles are the best prices, and it's the best time to get them when we've got double discount on. That double discount ends on Sunday as well, so do not forget that. Okay, I'm so excited. Kat, let's get straight into it. What are we going to do?
we are going to kick off with, I'm going to go with the Special Days and Blessings, and I'm going to mix and match that with our beautiful Holy Cross and the candles.
I love those ones.
And we're going to work with our alcohol markers to start off.
Can you believe that these are on such a good price as well? It's incredible.
I can't. I was so excited when I actually saw the real things, because I got a little sneak peek when Natalie posted something online for our design team, and I was like, ooh, I can't wait till I get to work with them. And then I got into the office and saw them, and I was like, oh, they are so big.
They are.
I was expecting small, and I was just, I think I did a little dance, didn't I?
They're just so useful. Such a great size for those people who are new to stamping as well. And if you are new to stamping, we've also got some more incredible offers that you can pick up at the moment with our members deal. Things like our acrylic block set, they're now only £11.69, and they're something that we use a lot, especially with stamps like this. Or if you're not as confident with using stamping blocks, then you can get our stamping press, because that's on double discount as well. That's down to £31.49, and that will change your life. And if you're a new stamper, you will, honestly, the cards you will make with that stamping press, you will look like you've been stamping for years.
Okay, so all I've done is I've cut myself a little rectangle of our white Ink Me cardstock. And I've cut that to 5.5 inches and about 4 inches. As long as it's wide enough to stamp your candles on, that's fine, because we're going to be cutting around the edges. But I'm cutting to 5.5, just so. I have done 5.5, haven't I? Yeah, just looks smaller than I remember.
Just a little bit more tiny.
Yeah. Just gonna. I'm going to be making a 5-inch card, but I want a little bit of excess for when I do this at the end. So I'm just taking my stamps with my Memento ink, because I'm using my alcohol markers today. And I'm just going to stamp these along the bottom.
There's so many different ways in which you can colour these in as well, and they all look amazing. The team have done such a variety of different mediums have been used, as well as your alcohol markers. A lot of people have used their brush markers. Some people have got out their pearlescent powders and created really fun backgrounds for these stamps to go on. They're a really, really great collection.
They're so much fun.
Let's see who's joining us today, because I've just been chatting for so long. I haven't even looked at the iPad. Good morning, everyone. How is everyone today?
So just stamp that all the way across there. And again, I'm just going to double check. You know, when you look at something and you think, but it is. It's plenty long enough.
Right. It's definitely right.
It's funny, isn't it? So I have picked myself out a collection of alcohol markers here. So I'm going to start by colouring my candles, and I'm going to go in with our lightest palest yellow, our 402. And I love the way these are designed as well, that they've got like all the little marks in for you, like the highlights, so it's easier for you to colour in if you follow where those highlights are.
You've got that to sort of go along, haven't you? So many people getting their answers in for that question, and we're going to reveal those winners in the middle of today's show. We're going to do it a little bit different, so make sure you're tuned in to hear if you are a lucky winner.
Such an amazing prize.
Someone's just mentioned as well that if you are a platinum member of our club, then this week you get 20% off, and that is something that if you're thinking about doing, then have a look on the website, because if you become a platinum member, you get all of the magazines included for free. They'll get posted out to you when the new ones come in. You're also going to get 10% off instead of 5% off, and then on weeks like this, when we do these incredible deals just for you guys, then you're going to get 20% off. And it's just such a good time to be able to stock up on maybe some essentials or something that is a bit more pricey that you've wanted for a really long time. So have a look, because now is a good time to maybe do that.
Absolutely. So I've just picked out the highlight details with my warm grey one, and then I'm just going to go back in with the 402 just to blend them down a bit, and it just gives you that extra depth and definition on your candles. But this is great for beginners that are just starting out and just practicing. They're just so much fun to use. And really quickly, you get that shape to your candle and stop it being a flat image.
It's not hard to do these, is it?
No,
as well?
no.
Jackie's just said, I love watching Cat. I'm going to try and do this when I get home, but I won't be as good. Jackie, you will be.
I'm sure you will.
You will be. These alcohol markers, if you've got them, are the best to use. They're so easy, and that's what I love about our products, especially our Prism products. You know, they're designed for everyday people, to get amazing results, and they are one of our favourite mediums to colour with. I know it's my favourite, and I think it's Cat's as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Although I have been working a lot more with the brush markers at the moment.
Do you know what? I have been
really
working
enjoyed them
with my pencils a lot at the moment.
Yeah,
and I'm
so
liking
much
that.
fun. So I'm just doing, like you see me do quite a lot, I've taken my 462 and I'm just outlining all the way around and give it a nice quite chunky border because we're going to cut into this in a bit. So you want to make sure that blue colour is covering the whole of where you cut out. So as long as you're precise around the image. And like we've said before with these alcohol markers, even though they look like you've got quite a chunky tip on the end, if you use a really light touch, you can still get into those fine areas. The ink almost touches the page before the nib does, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I think that's a really good tip as well for using these markers is to, if it's the first time you're using them, to go in with your lightest touch.
Yes.
Because that's how you will be able to see sort of like how the colour floods the cardstock, because I think that's a really good way of describing your alcohol markers is when you colour with them, it sort of floods the area, so it expands almost. So if you go in with the lightest touch, then you're not going to have sort of that over colouring look or going out of the lines, which can sometimes happen. So the lightest touch is probably the best way to get a really good effect with this.
And it's the same as everything. You can add colour,
but you can't take
but you can't take it away. I mean, you can, because in our alcohol markers as well, we have this genius product, the Colourless Blender, and that will take a little bit of colour away for you. I am going to use that later to do that. But as a rule, that's the kind of principle you want to use. So as you can see now, I've just cut along there. So imagine this is all coloured in and I've cut it all out and you end up with something like this.
It looks so good. It reminds me of those sort of like music by candlelight evenings that you see like photographs of, where they're just like all over the place.
So just let me clean my stamp and my block off, and we're now going to go in with our cross.
Such a beautiful cross, this as well.
Oh, it's so pretty, and you could use it for so many different occasions.
I think it's perfect for christenings, Easter, confirmations. Absolutely. Even weddings you could use this for.
Definitely.
If it's a religious ceremony, this is going to be a really nice touch to have on the front of your card. You could heat emboss it as well, add a little bit more of a spectacular look.
Yeah, the detail.
There's so many things that you can do with stamps.
Oh, we do. We absolutely love them. And especially these ones. They are just, I'm sure now that we've released them, you're going to see them time and time again in our demonstrations, because they're going to mix in with all those other things that we do.
We're going to bring them back time and time again, especially those sentiments. They just stamp so beautiful. They're so clean and crisp.
They are.
And even with this one, you've got so much detail with those florals, but it just stamps so nice.
So again, I'm going in with my cross, which is obviously going to be wood, but I'm starting with my palest yellow again, because as we know, wood is not one solid tone. You look at wood, it's not just brown.
No.
So I like to, again, start with my lightest colour and build up to get those tones. So I'm now going to go in with a slightly darker, the 405, and I'm just going to sketch this over. Again, this is where I'm just using that light touch just to drag it along just to start building up those shades.
I'm just adding like strokes across.
Yes, that'll pop through. And then when I blend everything together at the end, and obviously at home you're going to take a little bit more time than we are here, but it will start to come together.
It looks really good already. You've got that sort of worn wooden look coming through now.
Well, what I like to do after this is then go back in with my lightest. I'll show you now, because it looks a little bit sketchy at the moment. But then I like to go back in with my lightest shade. Oh, let me make sure I've got the right one, the 402, and just blend this all in together. And it starts building.
Oh, you can see it already. The colours are sort of like melting into each other.
That's it. And that's what your alcohol markers will do. So clever.
Mesmerising watching you colour, Cat.
So now I've done that, I think I'm just going to add a little bit of an orangey tone. Just let me check I've got the right one. This will look crazy to start with, but once it's all blended in again, you've just got to trust the process.
Yeah, because sometimes layering those colours on top of each other as well gives you a completely different look.
It does.
So you're going to look at this and just think, well, it's orange, that's not going to work. But layering it on top of those browns and those really nice pale yellows that have already been placed on the card is going to change the colour instantly. It's going to look so good.
And then just go back in, keep blending. We'll go back in with the brown to finish it off. And like I said, at home, when you're doing it, I'd spend a little bit more time. But of course, I've got one I've made earlier, so you'll be able to see the finished result. So then I just like to pick out some dark shaded bits at the top and the bottom.
Incredible.
And like I said, I would spend a little bit more time on this normally.
You
but
genuinely
in the
could spend hours colouring them.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah. You start building it up and we get there.
Wow.
So I'm going to leave that at that, and we're going to concentrate on our flowers a bit. So I'm going to take our 424 to pick out my leaves and my details.
A really good colour to for leaves or any
foliage.
It's so nice. It's kind of like a deep olive colour. Really, really beautiful.
And again, it blends with your other greens beautifully if you're doing larger leaves and things like that. Such a great base colour. So I think I've picked everything there. I think we'll go in with a nice little lilac-y shades for...
Nice colours.
Where am I going? Where's my four? Is this it? There we go. And I always make sure I have a little bit of space around where I'm stamping just to scribble my colours beforehand, just to make sure I'm getting the colour. I think I'm getting...
And I think that's really important to mention as well, because the colours can be quite deceiving on the tops of your lids. So having either, you can go onto our website and you can download a colour chart, and you can get all your colours down so you've got them onto your cardstock, and doing it on other colours of cardstock as well, or other types of cardstock is really one thing to think about, because like I said before, different colours of cardstock will have different sort of like shades in them, so it changes the colour of your pigment within the pens.
Absolutely.
So having that so you can test it, see, make sure that it's the right colour. Also just testing if you're going to blend colours to create shade, that they work nicely together. It's a really good tip for working with these pens. So I love this, it's so cute.
Just going to build this up on the roses now. And this is one of my favourite shades as well, the 557, like this dusky rose colour.
Isn't it?
It's beautiful.
I always, I know the shade, but I can never remember the colour, like the pen. I know it's in the 5s.
So with this one, this is what I was on about before. I'm just adding a few layers of the colour on top of each other. But instead of blending it now in with another colour, this is where I'm going to take the Colourless Blender and take a little bit of colour out just to add that definition. So it's slightly lighter.
The Colourless Blender that you receive in your pastels pack kind of acts as like an eraser. So wherever you put that pen down on your ink, it's going to sort of like push it out, push the colour out into another area, which makes that the definition of using two colours really, really nice.
And then again, I'm just taking the 462 and I'm going to go all the way around my areas where there's any gaps in my cross. Ooh. And then I'm going to cut it out.
Makes that colour pop.
We end up with something like this. So now we've got our main two elements that we're wanting to showcase on our card. So I'm going to bring back in my card, which is 5x5. And for this, you're going to see me do something you see me do quite a lot.
Oh, Cat, put something underneath it.
Oh, yeah.
Have you got something?
I have, yes.
Emily will shout at you.
She will. And I'm just going to edge my cardstock with the blue to pick up on the blues that we've got in the colouring in that work that we've done.
I love this as well. It's like you're matting and layering when you're paper crafting and you're adding mirror behind. Just add in those little touches of colour that you see all throughout your card is going to make it pop.
Absolutely. And I've left the bottom because I'm going to be covering that up, so I'll just save that little bit of ink to do that. And now I'm taking my fine line end of my brush marker and just to pick up on those fine line details that we've got in our sentiments and in our stamps, I'm just going to hand draw this along the edge of the thing. And if it goes a little bit up into the blue or comes below into the white, that's absolutely fine. It just adds to that look that you're going for.
If colouring in is something that sort of scares you as a crafter, then why not think about paper piecing with these stamps? So we have an amazing offer as part of Members Week on our Duo Designs and Duo Tones paper pad. So what you could do, because our Duo Tones paper pads are they're the same sort of matte finish, then that allows you to stamp onto there with any of our mediums, and you can cut out your candles so you could have them stamped on sort of like a yellow, and you can paper piece them back together. So instead of colouring them in, how about doing that?
Absolutely. So I've just laid my elements onto my card where I want them to be, and then I can see exactly where to place my stamps for my sentiments. So I like this cross slightly hanging over the edge, and you can see this is a little bit longer, but that'll make sense shortly. So I'm going to go in with my VersaFine for my sentiment.
Linda says, I only wish I could colour like Cat. She's an inspiration to us all.
Oh,
she is. She is.
Stop it, you're all too kind. So I'm going to do blessings. And I love with these sentiments as well is the mix and match ability.
Yes.
Throughout the whole set.
It's amazing because you could put like blessings, and then you could add on your wedding day, because you could sort of like stamp over that. You could add it to so many different things. You could put to someone special or just for you. You can mix and match them all together, and that's what makes them so universal.
Ooh, and the other thing that I really, really liked, they've just made me so giddy, these stamps, is on the Mr. and Mrs. set, is that the Mr. and the Mr. and Mrs. is separate, so you can have Mr. and Mr. or Mrs. and Mrs., which is just fabulous.
It is, isn't it?
And the other thing I've done where I've been a little bit naughty with them is that you can cut into them as well.
You can.
Because you can put them back together when you put them on your block. So you don't just have to use them as they show on your stamping block. Which I did that quite a bit in some of the samples I've done. I've not actually done it for the ones I'm doing today. But like the happy birthday, I cut that so I could do happy all down one side and birthday at the bottom, so you can have a good old play.
I love the font with this one though. It has that beautiful sort of brush lettering script, but it's so fine and detailed. It's beautiful.
So what I want to do with this bottom piece now is I'm going to make it bend around the
Ooh.
front of the card just to add that detail. Now that is a little bit too much, I think, with that one, so we will trim it down on one side a little bit. So just have a play, see what works best for you. Bring it in. I think that's about right, don't you?
Good.
So I'm going to take some red liner tape, because we know that's really, really nice and strong, and it's going to hold it in place even with the smallest amount.
Do you know what else we've got that you could use with these? Our Prism Ink Pads.
Oh, definitely.
This week they're on an offer of any 6 for £12.
Wow.
Any 6 for £12.
That is incredible.
And that's across both of them, so you could get any of our original colours or any of our shimmer inks. If you watched Pauline's show yesterday on Hobby Maker, she showed you loads of techniques for using those ink pads, and there were some really cool things that she did with them. So you can have a look at that over on their YouTube channel as well. You can watch that show back.
So I've just secured it at one side, and then I'm just going to bring it so I'm happy with my arch to the edge of the card, and then we'll just press that down.
This looks incredible.
And secure it there. And then we'll just add some skinny foam pads on the back of here.
This is the beauty of stamping, isn't it?
Oh yes.
That was once a white piece of card, a white piece of paper, and you have created this from scratch. The ensemble that you've chosen is so pretty as well with that, because the shadow that you can see across there is really, really pretty. It properly brings it to life.
Really does. Take our back in half. So we just pop this back in here now. Just coming off the edge, gap in there.
So pretty. So pretty.
Simple but effective.
Absolutely love it.
And there we go.
How beautiful is that? You could be making cards like this with these die sets. Let's go to the pack shot, Emily, and show everyone them all together, because this is how it looks. Oh, we've got a little drooper. Can we pull it back? Can we pull it back? There we go. So you can get all of these stamps, and look at these card mates. I'm going to show you some of them because they are really, really beautiful. So all 13 sentiments and those 10 embellishments. Double discount at the moment, so you can get all 13 sentiments for $37.32, and if you want the embellishments collection, they're just under £30 at £28.71. A really good collection, and some beautiful makes by the team. This one is absolutely stunning. I love the ombre feather on there that Natalia has created. This one, it's just so great to use in this way. You create backgrounds with them, use them as centerpieces. This one is by Lynn, and this is a Mr. and Mrs. card. I'm trying to hold that up there. There you go. So you've got the beautiful card, which she's actually decoupaged up a little bit on top of there to create a bit of dimension, and then the Mr. and Mrs. is underneath. So cute. We've got Welcome Baby. Sally Chin's made this one, utilising some of your Duo Tones paper pads there for that background. Look at this one that Samantha's made.
Oh,
to
so
my
cute.
neighbour, and I think this is one that Kat's going to do next, actually, using this little house. We've got With Sympathy, and this is mixing and matching two of your bits and pieces there. What else have we got? Oh, I love this one. You've got a new job. But see how you can mix and match your sentiments as too, because you've got congratulations, you've got a new job. Or it could be congratulations, welcome baby. There's so many things. This is that paper piecing technique I was talking to you about. A really, really fun use of that one there. But this, look at this. Just heat embossing it on black, cutting it out.
Stunning.
It's so simple, but it's so beautiful. Get Well Soon that Barbara's made here with all the little plasters, and then she's decoupaged some elements up on there. I really, really like that one. But then this is so cute as well. Sally's used the same stamp, but she's...
That's so much beautiful.
Look at that. And the background's used creating that. So that's stamping with the same colour as you're blending your background in, and it gives you that really nice, delicate look. I love this one as well. This one's by Jessica. Welcome, baby girl. Okay, so let's go over to Cat for another demonstration.
So yeah, like Natalie said, we are going to this time be using that lovely little house die, and we're going to be combining that with the Home Sweet Home sentiment that I've got a really cool, funky little trick with you. Trick for you with. There we go. So I'm going to be making quite a small card. I'm going to be doing a 10-fold 6x4, but it fills up really nicely. So we'll start.
I like small cards sometimes.
And for this one, I'm going to be using our brush markers.
Okay.
So I'm going to be using our premium watercolour paper.
It's
so
the best.
let me just cut a little section that I can stamp.
If you are new to stamping, it's really important to mention that as well, that having the right tools is the best. So we often talk to you a lot while we're demonstrating about I'm using Ink Me cardstock, and I'm using Memento ink with my alcohol markers, or I'm using VersaFine with my brush markers, and I'm using this watercolour card. And that is because that is the best way to get the best results. So when we're blabbering on about all of these things, there is a reason for it, because it gives you the best sort of like results, because you're using the products that work together. So you're going to get crisp lines with your colouring. You're not going to get any bleeding from your stamping, because we're using the right inks. It's all within the preparation stamping, I think.
It is, absolutely. So I've just cut myself a random size that I can stamp my house onto, and then I've cut another piece of premium watercolour card to 6 inches by 2 1/4 inches, which is going to create a band detail on my card.
Okay.
In a bit. I've just noticed my house is on 1 key, so we want a straight house.
Lots and lots of people were loving that demonstration. How lovely it is. The samples, really beautiful samples, Gemma, I agree. The team did a fantastic job. They are beautiful, but creating amazing cards really helps when you've got the best tools, the best things to work with, and these stamps are incredible and such a good price. I agree.
So for the base of this, I'm stamping in the VersaFine Vintage Sepia just to break it up from the black a bit, just to do something a little bit different. And I think this card works really well. And because I'm going to be using my brush markers as more of a watercolour medium, it's going to make sure that my ink doesn't move around and it stays exactly where it should be. So stamp that, and then I just fussy cut round it, and I've done it a bit back to front with this one. So I've started watercolouring it in, and I'm going to finish it off for you.
Incredible.
So what colour should we do the roof? What colour do you want the roof, Natalie?
What about like a deep red colour?
That would work brilliantly. Right, let's go. Let's see what we've got here.
Like a browny red.
Yeah, so I'm going to start with
the lighter tones,
with
as
a lighter
always.
tone,
Always
and
going
then I
light
can add
first.
some more detail. There we go, I can see it now. So, and for this I am using our wonderful mixed media mat. And I'm just colouring into these like little palette sections. And I'm going to go in with our water brushes. I did remember to put water in.
I absolutely love this mixed media mat. It's something that you will be able to find as part of our Members Week deals. It's going to be reduced from its normal price, but it is such a good tool to have, especially for when you're crafting like this. Say Kat was making this card over and over again, she could just lift up her mixed media mat, build her card up, and then bring it back and do the next one.
Absolutely, yeah. So what I'm doing, because I find this works a little bit better, is I'm just going in and wetting my surface first, and it just helps my colours move around a bit more. So I'm going to go in with the light tone.
And the more sort of like water and colour you have, the light, that's how you get those really nice light shades.
Yeah.
It's beautiful though, absolutely beautiful.
So I'm going to go in quite light, and then I'm going to start adding in the dark details. And what I love about this is you can really be quite loose about it. You don't need to be following any shading patterns, or just have fun. Just chuck it on and see where it takes you. And then if you're finding it's getting a little bit too wet and your colour's not giving you the build up that you want to, just get your heat tool, give it a quick blast.
Dry it off a little bit.
Yeah, dry it off a little bit. And you can start adding some more.
And you can mix the colours with this mixed media mat as well.
Of course,
so if
yeah.
the brown's a bit too dark for you, but the red's a bit too red for you, then in one of your little palette sections there, pop them both in, you can mix it up, you can make your own colours.
Absolutely. And as you can see, I'm just working between the two, so they are naturally just mixing on my brush anyway.
It looks so good though.
Building up around, so more darker towards the outside. And it's one of those, you don't need to worry too much about staying within the lines. Just have fun with it. And then the other beauty of the water brush markers is with the fine line end as well. So I'm going to...
You can get in all of those detailed
areas. You can get in. So if you think, oh, I can't get in there with my brush, it's going to run too much. If you take your fine line, and then you can just colour in over the top, and then just add the little bit of water.
I've got to tell everyone that this is now your last chance to enter our Win It Weekly competition, because after this demonstration we are announcing the 10 winners of our 50 sheet Shimmer card packs. So make sure you are in it to win it.
Definitely.
How many pom-poms are in the jar? Should we quickly show the jar?
Yeah.
How many pom-poms are in the jar? A, 229, B, 186, or C, 323.
So we'll just go a little bit more with the red. I think we'll mix this red and this yellow this time for our little chimney on the top.
It's such a beautiful image to colour.
It is.
And, you know, you can colour this in so many different ways. You can make it look like your house.
Definitely. And I nearly forgot my little tree at the bottom, so we'll do a little red pot to match the roof. And we'll do a little bit of green for the tree. Oh, and that just makes it pop, doesn't it? It just makes it all really stand out.
You could even make it look like nighttime.
Oh, definitely.
You could do like little yellow windows.
Oh.
You could add snow on at winter.
Exactly. You could. There's so much versatility.
So exciting.
So I'm just going to go in there with my fine line just to add the little trunk on my tree, and I'm just going to give it a quick blast with my heat gun just to finish it off.
Just lock in all of those colours.
Yeah.
Make sure none of the colours run when we're sticking it all together and finishing off this amazing make. Love it. So many people are commenting. So many people are commenting.
Good, good. So we just pop that to one side, and now we're going to work on our little band. So I'm going to tidy up as I go, because I know what I'm like for making a mess. So also with your house, you get this lovely little scribed heart. It's so
I think this
cute.
is cute. And I think you could use this in so many different ways. You can use it as Kat's going to use it now, and how I used it yesterday actually when I was using this stamp for something else. But you could use it in the chimney as well.
Oh yeah.
That would look really cute, like having little hearts coming out of the chimney.
That would be so much fun. And this heart you can use across all your stamps,
All
can't
the time.
you?
It's such a great size. Really quite contemporary in the shape that you've got, but it's so fun to use.
It is. So I am just stamping this randomly all across this little belly band that I'm creating, making sure every time I'm slightly twisting my heart so they're all coming off in different directions. Some are meeting the edge of the cardstock, some are coming off.
It just gives you that look that you've just taken this from a paper pad.
It does, yeah. Yeah, it's all about creating your own backgrounds, and this is what this set gives you. You've got your sentiments, you've got your main elements, and you've got those little bits that you can build up your own backgrounds with. So from start to finish, you can make a card. So I'm going to go back in with my reds again. So I'm just going to top these up. Like you said, I'm just going to add that dark one in there now as well. And I'm just going to start colouring these hearts in. So imagine I've done that all the way across, and we're going to start colouring these hearts, and we're using the same tones as reds as we used in the image, so it's all going to match together. And again, be really, really loose with this. You don't have to go to edge with your hearts. You'll have some that are slightly darker than, yeah, that really loose look. You'll have some that are darker than others.
It's looking epic.
And it's so easy to do, but it's going to look like you've spent so much time on it. So just do that all the way across, and you should end up with something that looks a little bit like this.
So cute.
So again, we can bring in our card blank now. And before I pop this down, I'm just going to take back my Versa fine ink, and I'm just going to edge it just to make it stand out from the card a bit.
I love that you've used the brown colour as well, because it gives you that look that with your house, that you've not stamped it, that you've sort of like freehand drawn it,
Yeah,
because it's in a lighter colour. It sort of mixes in with the tones that you've used for the house as well.
So I'm just going to pop these, see where I want them to go.
Love
So
that.
I've got top
So
room at the
cute.
top here for my sentiment.
What are you going with?
I am going with Home Sweet Home.
Yes,
but I'm going to do
got
my
little love hearts in it as well. Has it got a love
No,
heart in it?
this hasn't.
No, it hasn't. It's the You're Engaged one, hasn't it? I do like this text though.
It's so fun, isn't it?
Yeah, but this is another one that you could put into.
Yep.
So that you could have it like going downwards, look, instead of across.
Definitely. And then mix and match it with, because you've got welcomes and stuff, so you can have welcome home, and there's so much you can do.
Oh, welcome home would be a cute one. I didn't think about that.
So what I'm going to do with my sentiment is I'm going to do my two homes in one colour and my sweet in the other.
Oh, she's getting clever now. Who does she think she is?
It's just to show how many different things you can do with these.
It's
so I'm going to
true.
take a little bit of masking tape, and I'm going to try and cover up.
And you can do this quite well, because you do have a little bit of spacing within this stamp.
So this is how you can do it without cutting into it. So if you place that over there, I'm just making sure it's not hitting
any of those lines.
The other ones. And then I need to remember before stamping it down to take my masking tape off.
I'll let you know.
Because I've done that before.
Yeah. And you've got a nice big square blotch in the middle.
In the middle. So with this one, I am just going in with the Versamark Vintage Sepia again, just to make it match the other ink that we've got on there. So now you just remove this, so you've got your home and your home covered, but your sweet is not. So we know we're going to do this up in the top left hand corner here. Ta-da! And then just make sure that you give your stamp a really, really good clean off before you go in. Do it again.
Sally says, what's the difference between VersaFine and VersaFine inks, please, Natalie? VersaFine and VersaFine are the same things. There's VersaFine and VersaMark. They're different. So VersaFine is the colouring medium, which Cat is using here now. VersaMark is an embossing ink. So if you're wanting to use embossing powders, then VersaMark. But VersaFine and VersaFine inks are exactly the same, but VersaMark is the embossing ink. But you can use your VersaFine for embossing with, because it it takes a little bit longer to dry, which means it's a bit sticky, so you can add your powders onto there as well.
So this time we're just doing the opposite, and we're covering up both our homes.
such a good idea.
And this one, I'm taking our Prism Shimmer ink in the brick red because I think this is a nice,
cute. Adding a little touch of
nice
shimmer as
match.
well. Red brick is a good colour. That would be a good colour if you wanted to colour in with these ink pads, wouldn't it?
Definitely.
If you didn't have the pens but you wanted to do the techniques Cat's just done with your colouring,
Absolutely.
then you could use your ink pads in exactly the same way. Just get your mixed media mat, sort of like squidge them into those squares and then add your water and create your own like paint with them. So you can do the exact same technique. Instead of using your brush markers, you're using your ink pads.
So we're just going to line this up back over here, and because it's all clear, you can pretty much see where you want it to go. And we'll pop that in the middle.
Looks so good.
And it's just another fun way of doing it. Oh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Just give me a sec. Oh, so we had this back in now. I think I'm okay. I think I'll be able to stretch to the next bit.
Well, the next bit, Cat, we're announcing those Win It Weekly winners.
Oh, should I sneeze right at the opportune moment?
Of them. 10 of them.
So a little bit of construction glue just to stick this down. Give us that wiggle room. And I'm putting it more towards the bottom. A couple of foam pads on the back of my house. I've lost my scissors. See, I'm getting all chaotic now. I'm all in a...
Oh, I'm just looking through some of these shimmer colours. There's a beautiful lime green in here.
Gorgeous, aren't they?
Really nice. But you could stamp onto here with your stays on and create like little glitter houses or glittery feathers. It would look really cool.
Yeah, I did actually look at doing... There was one I was thinking about doing that with yesterday, and I can't remember which one it was.
Super, super cool.
So we just pop our house back on the foam pads underneath here.
Love it. It's so sweet.
Just
such a cute little card.
Cute little card.
I love that. That is amazing. Okay, are you ready to find out who is winning this amazing shimmer card? Take it away, Emily. Who is it? Jane Summers, Pamela Rowe, Teresa Woodall, Jane Street, Cynthia Gosling, Gloria Brunn, Joy Webber, Victoria Hopkins, Rose Ann Chapman and Linda Stewart. Congratulations to all 10 of you, because you have just won yourselves a pack of this incredible 50 shades of shimmer. Shall we tell you what the answer was? The answer, in here, there is 229 pom-poms. That is crazy. That is absolutely insane that there's that many in there. I definitely did not think there was this many. I thought there was 186, but 229, there's so many, must be so many little ones sort of like hidden around there. So congratulations to all 10 of you. If you direct message us on Facebook, or you could email us at studio@hunkydorycrafts, then we will get that sent out to you. Alternatively, if you want to ring up the customer services, let them know that you are a Win It Weekly winner. They'll take your address and we'll get that sent out to you. Super exciting. Okay, let's just recap those stamp bundles while Kat is getting ready for her final demonstration. And then after that, we're also going to spin the wheel because it's Friday. So the first one, our Essential Elements collection, 10 beautiful sketched images that are so universal. You're going to be able to use them all the time. Double discount right now, £28.71 for all 10 of these. They are A7 in size, so this is the stamp that you're going to receive. It's slightly bigger than the image that we've printed out for you here. But absolutely incredible. I've got some more cards as well to show you. Next up, we have our Essential Sentiments collection. 13 stamps in total, all divided up, and on each stamp set you receive at least 2. So you're getting in there 26. You're actually getting more than that, because how many have got 3 in? 26, 27, 28, 29, 29 stamps in total. 29 stamps if you get this whole collection. Incredible, so universal. Like Kat says, you can chop into these, you can do the technique Kat's just done if you just want to use half of the stamp, or you just want to say congratulations but you don't want congratulations on your wedding day and you want to use this one instead of this one. So many amazing techniques to be able to use with these, and you're going to be able to use them across all of your card making. Let's have a look at a few more stamps cards that I didn't show you earlier on. This really nice one here, using the different sort of grey tones in there. What else have we got to show you? I really like this one. Natalia did, using her pearlescent powders. Again, I'm going to steal some off here as well because these are really good. Kim's utilised her maps cardstock there with that one. We've got a beautiful heat embossed image here. Another good look one there as well. I really, really like that with the ombre background, and that's something you can create with your inks really, really easily. £4.49 this until Sunday this week, or any two for £8 on our improved Members Week multi-buys. But the best way, as always, is to get that big bundle where you get everything included. Let's have a look at that, Emily, because everything that you're going to get is all included here. 13 stamps. Oh no, we have. That's sad. We've got, oh, I need to show this card because this is cool. Look at this one, it's a shaker. Oh, I love that. I love that one. Thank you, Kelly. So beautiful. Look at the colouring on there as well. Absolutely love that. And I like how you've used their wedding day as well, because that's a celebration too. You get presents. So all of this here, and one stamp which is very sadly fallen off. 13 sentiments, 10 elements, 23 stamps all together for an incredible double discount this week. Okay, final demonstration, and then we're going to spin the wheel and say goodbye for another week. Let's go, Kat.
Okay, so we're going for something a little bit different with this one. It's quite graphic. We're keeping the colours really, really basic. And I'm mixing and matching between 3 different sets.
Quite graphic as in like a horror scene, or?
No, it's quite bold. And
Okay.
yeah, like...
I thought you were going to sort of...
No,
I don't know,
no.
There's a plaster stamp there. It could have been all ranges of horror.
No. So I am going to use this lovely You're Engaged. I'm going to mix that with the Yay, and then I'm going to use our champagne flutes. So, and again, I'm going to try and make this a little bit of a bigger card.
Okay.
I'm going to do a 7x7, but my base is going to be a 6x6, and then I've got a nice chunky white border as well. So I'm going to take some white Ink Me cardstock, and I'm going to cut this to 6 inches by 6 inches. And then I've just got some black stamping card to cut a matte and layer with. So I'm going to go to 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. And then I want to cut myself another little strip that I'm going to do my yays down, and I'm going to cut this to, should we do 5 1/2? By 1 1/2, I think. And then I've got all the boring cutting done and out the way. So put over there the bits that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to take the You're Engaged, pop this on my block.
Oh, we've got a very good joke here from June. June says, this card is going to be engaging to watch.
Oh.
It will be. That it will.
Well, wait till it's finished. You might change your minds. So with the first one, I'm going to stamp these over to the left-hand side of the card, and I'm going to go all the way down. And I've just dropped my trimmer. But I'm going to start roughly middle-ish. So I get when it starts to go off the page, it's kind of even rather than starting at the top with a full one and then ending up with a bit.
And then you've got a bit out.
Yeah, doesn't have to be perfect, but you're more likely to get a more even look doing it this way.
Kind of like laying flooring in it.
Yeah,
You
or
start in the-
wallpapering. Start in the middle.
Start in the middle, work the way around.
And then line them up the best you can, but they don't have to be perfect.
It's very cute. I love how the little hearts are all over this. You could add gemstones in those hearts.
You could, that would be so cute.
Make it
You know, I think I'm doing a gemstone-free demonstration day today.
You are. I did that the other week. It was crazy. No gemstones
People
used.
think I'm ill.
No gemstones were used in the making of any of these cards.
And no foam pads. Somebody said the other day on the other coast,
yeah.
can you make a card without foam pads?
Yes, you
So I'm
can.
going.
Oh no, the cross had foam pads.
This one hasn't.
Oh, this one hasn't. Okay, okay, I'll let you off.
Covering all bases. And down at the bottom. And already this looks quite striking. It's just a really different take on an engagement card.
It is. It's cute.
I'm trying to find a pressure to do that. Oh dear me. It's going to be a long Friday at this rate. So I'm going to take my You're Engaged off and I'm going to take the Yay from this little set here. Because I think it's something we'd say yay about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yay.
We should have a finally on here, shouldn't we? Finally.
That would be so fun.
Seeing if you could make it up. What else could you write on here? With sympathy, depending on who it is.
I'm just going to do this randomly all over this little section, making sure I get the full one in at least a couple of times.
I love this yay. So universal for different cards, even though it's in that good luck set. You could use it for birthdays.
Absolutely.
As like a full background. You could use it for new job, new baby. It really works with all of them that are on here.
Absolutely.
And the You Did It too. You Did It's really cool. Like,
Yeah.
Congratulations, you've got a new house, you did it. You saved for 5 years, you finally got there.
Yeah, the mix and match ability, like I said before, with these
It's
is
incredible,
fabulous.
isn't it? They've done such a good job, and the font's so nice. It's so different on all of them. Some of them match, some of them don't, but they work so well. And it's quite fashionable now to mix and match your fonts in cards anyway.
Oh, yeah.
It's something that's really in at the moment, so it's perfect for that. Oh, we've lost another stamp.
Oh dear. It's raining stamps.
It's Friday. It knows.
So I've just edged that again with the VersaFine just so it's going to stand out a little bit from the other side of the card. A little bit of construction glue. I'll put this on here. Can you see what I mean by graphic now? It's
love
a little
that.
bit more
Yeah,
like
okay.
cartoony and fun and not horror scene.
Yeah.
Not just yet, anyway. So,
I
last
mean, it
but
would
not
it
least.
would make quite a cool card. some red ink pad splats.
Couldn't it?
Couple
So
of
now-
plasters.
We're going to take our champagne glasses. And I did toy with the idea of just leaving this black and white, which would work really, really well.
That would look really nice, wouldn't it?
But I am going to add a little bit of colour. So I'm going to pop these down on here.
Oh, it's gone
it's
again.
again. We're having one of those days.
You know what, as
There
well? I
is.
think sometimes when you do see stamps, you do think like, oh, I'm going to have to colour it in. And that can be quite off-putting to some people, but you can still make the most beautiful cards just like keeping it plain, can't you?
Black and white, yeah. There's such a movement at the moment towards clean and simple cards as well.
I know.
Which these,
so
again, would
pretty.
work so well for. So I'm just going in with my watercolour pencils this time. And I did these for something new that's coming up the other day as well.
On telly
and
this
we did
Sunday.
the pink champagne. So I thought, oh, I'll stick with the pink theme because it works well with the love hearts. So we're just going to colour in our...
We were talking about fizz the other week, weren't we?
Yeah.
Our favourite fizzes.
So I've just picked 3 different shades of the pinks from my watercolour pencils, and I'm just going to build these up just so we get that little bit of depth in our glass.
And again, these pencils can be used in like 2 completely different ways, because what Kat's doing here is adding no water. But if you wanted to, you could add your water and add such a soft sort of finish to the...
Oh, absolutely.
To the colouring, but you can create some beautiful effects by layering up the different shades of colour you have in these pencils and just keeping it really clean and fresh, and it looks beautiful.
And then I'm just taking the pebble grey just to add a little bit of shadow into the glasses, just to make them a little bit more 3D looking. And again,
So
just follow
pretty.
those sketch lines where they are. Just a little bit at the base just to darken it up where the reflection line is. And then obviously do both of them. Cut them out. Oh no, I lied. I am going to use a foam pad.
Oh,
Oh no, sorry.
you could stick it flat.
I could. My other one was flat though. I didn't use a... Oh no, I did for the
No, you
house. Oh well. So the answer to the question is no, I can't
you
make
can't
a card
make a card
without
without
foam
foam
pads.
Do you know, in like October time, we had 8 bottles of fizz in the fridge because we had so many from when we got our house in September, and then everyone bought us another bottle when we got engaged.
Aww.
So I had so much of it, and I don't really drink it, so it was just there. But saying I don't really drink it, we now have one, and the
So
one that
you've
we
managed,
do, the
you've
one that we do
coped.
have is the expensive champagne that we're saving, so that one will stay there for a while.
So pop that off there. Before I stick it down, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in now and I'm going to colour in these love hearts just to make it
Ooh.
all match
That's a good idea.
together. And I'll just do a couple because I have got the base here. So I'm just going to find all the love hearts, the big ones and the small ones, and it just ties those colours in all the way round. And then just to finish it off, I'm going to take my pencil, and again, you know I love doing this, freehand all the way around. Going through the words.
Mandy, the stamp sets are A7 in size, so the size of the stamps in the sentiments, if you're just going to go individually for each sentiment, are a little bit smaller than that, but each stamp set is A7 in size, so they're quite large. I can show you. Quite large.
So I've just brought in the one that I finished off. Oh, I've just found where I've missed a couple here. Can't do that. That was unintentional. And I've popped those glasses on with the foam pads. Pop this onto my black mat.
Michelle says, Kat, you can't do a card with no gemstones and no foam pads.
I know.
You
That
one
would
or
just
the
be
other.
too much.
One or the other.
I'll just be giving you a plain card. So we pop that on there. Bring in our 7-inch card blank. Right in the middle, and it really pops when you've got that nice big chunky white
Oh,
border.
I love that. I love a white border when I'm stamping. Big white border looks amazing.
And I think it's very different for an engagement card, but
It
I think
looks
for
so
our
good,
young,
though.
funky couples, it's so much fun.
So, so cute. Congratulations. Well, it doesn't say congratulations, it says yay. I'd have, with sympathy, you're engaged. Only on some days, only on some days. Okay, so are you ready? Because it's time to spin the wheel. If you are new to joining us today, this is your chance again to win some amazing goodies. I'm going to spin this wheel. It's going to land on one of the segments and we're giving that away. We've got some incredible prizes on here, from vouchers to our prize rollover box, which is filling up nicely, and some more expensive sort of craft goodies that we do at Hunky Dory. So let's see what today's prize is going to be. Are you ready? Let's give it a good spin. And where will it land? Yes! That's like my second one this year. I've just got the touch. So, what an incredible week it's been.
It's
Not only have we
amazing.
given you an incredible members week with free gifts, double discount here and there, your Friday spin the wheel is a £50 voucher, which will be added to your account so you can spend it before members week is up. So, what do people need to comment? What do you need to comment? Oh, do you know what?
It's really annoying, isn't
It is really annoying, and I was listening to the radio when this was a big thing on Monday, and I was listening to what people were saying, and I think it's wheels. Okay, the question you need to answer to be in with the winning, you don't need to be correct, you just need to give your opinion, really. Are there more wheels or doors in the world? Are there more wheels or doors in the world? So comment your opinion, your answer. Emily's going to choose one, so bear that in mind. Bear Emily's brain in mind, because, you know, are there more wheels or doors in the world for your chance to win a £50 voucher? Kat?
I don't know. It could be anything. Because there's lots of like little hidden wheels that you don't think about. You think wheels
Yeah,
on
this is
cars
true.
and bikes and stuff, but you think pizza
Mechanisms.
wheels, mechanisms,
Pizza
cogs,
wheels.
they're all wheels. So there's lots of wheels. We have wheels in our die cutting machine to make it go through and stuff.
Exactly.
So there's lots and lots of like hidden wheels.
You've got wheels in your scissors to make them.
Yeah. And then like your wheels on your car. For one door, you've got 4 wheels on a car. So
Yeah.
don't
And
know.
then you've got the mechanisms to open your door. That's got wheels on. Put your mechanisms in windows to
sliding
open
doors
them.
and stuff. Yeah.
You know. I'd
Don't
say
know.
wheels, but who knows?
Who knows?
Before we find out the answer of who is winning that incredible £50 voucher, you're welcome. I've got something to tell you, because this weekend on our usual slot of 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. on Hobby Maker, Pauline is going to be there with a brand new Dots to Diamonds pad and gemstones. So make sure you're tuned in, because there's going to be a really special day. If you're new to Hobby Maker, you can watch online, you can watch on Freeview, Freesat, Sky, and on YouTube. They have an incredible thing, which I think is so cool, that whatever you buy in that day, you only pay 1 postage for. So say I'm watching at 1 o'clock and I'm like, wow, I absolutely love this. I'm buy 1 item from that. And then I watch the 3 o'clock show and I go, actually, do you know what? I wish I'd have put that in. Well, you can do that and you only get charged 1 postage. I think it's an incredible thing.
It's fabulous, isn't it?
And it's something that I've never heard anyone else do it in that type of, in TV. It's really, really cool. So make sure you're watching, because Pauline's going to be there. Brand new Dots to Diamonds pad Sundays, 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. It was lovely down there. I went last weekend. It was really, really nice. It was so fun. Got to meet some new presenters. It was lovely. So tune in, because it's going to be great. Emily, do we have an answer?
We do.
What's your opinion? Wheels?
Definitely wheels.
Definitely wheels. Okay, so you've chosen a wheel person.
Consequently, I have.
Yeah, of course.
This person said there's more wheels in the world to keep it going round.
cute.
The person that said that was Sally A. Bentham.
Sally A. Bentham, you are watching because you've commented. Congratulations, because you are the lucky winner of a £50 voucher to spend here at Hunky Dory Crafts. So what we will do is if you message us and let us know some account details, we'll be able to get that added onto your account so you can spend it over the weekend while we still have some amazing deals on our Members Week. Congratulations to you. I hope you have fun spending that. I've just remembered that I'm giving a giveaway. I've got a giveaway running on my page, so after this show I'm going to post the winner of that as well. So if you did join that giveaway, then make sure you have a look over there to see if you're the lucky winner of that. I've had so much fun today, Kat.
Me too.
I love these stamps.
And they are absolutely stunning, and you'll be seeing a lot more of them because
You
we'll
really
be using
will.
them time and time
You
again.
really
Get
will.
them in your stash.
So
You've been
true.
told.
You have, more than once. Have a lovely Friday, a lovely weekend, and we'll be back here on Monday for another week of crafty fun.